mutes and tries to be a spur, just
I'm
handle
already
that.
recording.
All right. All right. So the debate we're doing is Super Perfect Cell versus Deborah. Go ahead and tell me your premise, Jin. Why do you think that Deborah wins?
Well, first I would like to start with AP since I think that's going to be like the main factor
Okay.
for what the debate comes down to. It's like AP.
Okay.
Um, so I either have like I have Deborah just being able to like either being like on the lowest end, unquantifiably stronger than Cell, or like
Hmm.
being able to like two shot him pretty
Okay.
easily.
Where are you getting that from?
Just based off the fact that suppress the board, like say to be like around Cell's level, and then even when he's like not suppressed, he's like he has like the complete hand above Gorn, like able to like overpower them and easily like fuck him up.
When is he ever shown to overpower? Or when was he suppressed?
Anytime
Mm-hmm.
like when the battle first started,
Mm-hmm.
and then him not being suppressed to be like at the very like when what is it
All right.
like
What
a
can you?
bit after
No,
the
I want
sword.
you to show me where
Yeah,
where he stated he's suppressing his power.
the scan for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is it. Yeah, and like,
Yeah. It
at
doesn't
this
say
time,
anything about that. It doesn't say anything about him suppressing his power. Hello?
reading it.
Yeah, I'm. What do you mean you're reading it? Did you just send a scan that you didn't know what it said?
I didn't know. I knew this was the one that it was equal to. But I thought it had like 'cause he
Okay,
was
now show me
suppressing.
the scan where he was suppressing himself, please. That's what I
He's
asked for
here,
in the
here.
first
Get the him powering up.
one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There you go. And at this time, I have another statement. If this is the one,
Mm-hmm.
if it's not, I'll delete it. Is
Okay,
it?
copy that.
No, it's not this. This not the one.
Okay, I'll wait for it. I'll wait.
Actually, it is. Yeah, it literally states you got. But there's another one.
All right. So is that your evidence that he has that his physical stats are higher than cells? As attack
Yeah.
potency higher than cells. Okay,
Like a
so
suppressed version
let's
as
go
well.
over this. Let's go over this one by one. So when someone says magic, huh? He's way stronger than I thought, ain't he? Why would him having magic then mean that his physical stats are greater? Where does it say that? How does
I'm
that logically
post
follow?
about to post the other one where like after like he
Okay.
uses magic,
Hmm.
Goku literally states Gohan's like losing now, and
Okay. So
showing you got like a power in him.
why would employing a hacks allow him to make him physically stronger?
It's
What's my
literally
question?
showing like he started like he was like relative, but like on the lower end of Gohan when it first started. Then after he powered up the magic, he just started body and just
Okay,
overpowered
show me him using magic to amp himself.
up.
Okay. Where is it shown that he's so in the video? That's what you're showing me. That's where he powers up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you show me that in the manga, please?
Um, pretty sure the anime the statement about the anime and the manga both just being Dragon Ball and so I think the anime is just fine.
Is this not the start of the fight right here?
I
Deborah's
don't
true
think so.
power, is that not the start of the fight?
I don't think so.
Yeah, can you show me in the manga where this happens? I'd feel much more comfortable with the manga because I feel like this is really out of context scan. I want you to show me the context of the scan. But why you
Why do
do
you need
that? Because I'm asking you for more context for the scan because this looks like the start of the fight for me. Because it looks like Gohan hasn't even entered his Super Saiyan 2 state yet. So that's what I'm asking you for is more evidence, please. And while you look for that, I'm going to post a couple scans. The first being that Gohan is not as powerful as he was due to the fact that he couldn't gain power from his anger, and that he hadn't been training. He doesn't have the same battle power as when he defeated Cell. And then Vegeta
Sorry.
stating it multiple times that he has grown weaker since then. And then, why would I be done if I'm in the middle of a sentence, Jen? Don't start this. Don't start. Behave. All right.
I'll just
Be
ask you
done. Behave, or else.
a
Stop talking,
question.
Jen. Stop talking. Okay. So, do you see the scans that I posted? Do you read them, right? And then I'm gonna get you multiple scans of super perfect cells showing power that would make him relative, if not greater, than Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan. Here we go. Here is him stating when he's revived from blowing himself up. He states that his power has increased like Son Gohan, directly comparing himself to Son Gohan. And then Super Saiyan 2 Gohan even says that at his best, he would not be enough to defeat Cell in this new state. So if you want to use the statement that that Cell was stated to be, or that Deborah and Cell are relative, that statement would be contradicted by the fact that Super Perfect Cell would at least be relative to, if not stronger than, Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, and it's stated multiple times over, again and again, that Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan is more powerful than both Deborah and Gohan. So I would need evidence that Deborah.
The last link you sent isn't working for me.
All right, well, look up. It's not working for you. I can get it for you. Let me just get that.
This is the one.
And I still want you to give me the evidence of him raising his power, because I also have a scan from the Daizenshuu that directly states that his battle power is meant to be relative to Cell's. So
what is it? Also another thing. When Vegeta and them were Gohan getting weaker, it's like referring to Gohan like having like a weaker Super Saiyan
no, it's
2
not.
form.
It directly says battle power in the scan that I posted. Did you not read it?
It's weaker Super Saiyan 2 form. That's battle power.
Specifically
Yeah,
says his
look,
battle
here,
power.
I'm
Why would that mean? What makes his Super Saiyan form weaker? Where does
because
it say that?
because we know that like
Mhm.
he was angry when
Mhm.
he fought Cell, right?
Okay, but it
And
says okay. Are you reading my scans? Because it talks about his anger and it talks
yeah,
about his
yeah, yeah, yeah.
training separately.
And in
So
the
it's
same
saying
scan,
both of those things.
in the same scan, it says like how he
Mhm.
couldn't find the anger like he did
Mhm.
back then. That
Mhm.
he was less angry against Deborah.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna
it
repeat
makes
it to you one more
fine.
time. I'm gonna repeat it to you one more time. You ready?
Go ahead.
Okay, my scan says because he couldn't gain power from anger and because he hadn't been training, he doesn't have the same battle powers when he defeated Cell. Okay?
Yeah.
And then he says in that scan that I can't get angry. And then I posted saying that he hasn't been training, so he's weaker. So everything in my scan is talking about the fact that he hasn't been training and he doesn't have the amp from anger. So
That's which
why are
look
you focused only on the anger portion? And none
because
of this even matters because Gohan because all I have to say is that Gohan isn't as strong as he was when he was fighting Super Saiyan or when he fought against Cell, right?
okay.
And then Cell scales to or above Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan.
I'm
And it's
based
stated that Deborah is not as strong. It's stated that Deborah not only has inferior power to the current Gohan, but the current Gohan is inferior to Teen Gohan. So there's
okay.
2 degrees of power that Cell is over Deborah, and this is without me taking into account that Cell. It's very well possible that Cell could be even stronger than Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan. So what is your evidence?
Done. Okay. So there's his base form not getting any weaker.
Okay, why is that one scan debunked the multiple scan
Okay,
statements in the
because
feeds
then
that is shown?
because then it shows that Jesus is referring to him being
In
less
fact,
angry.
the Daizenshuu thing that you posted comes before mine.
I don't think
Yes, it does because it's showing
that
Gohan
yeah,
before he goes to the tournament.
I'm saying I don't think that matters.
Yes, so your recency doesn't matter.
Okay,
So if some dude
the
said
reason
if
the
so
reason
you're saying is it perfectly valid for me to use solar system models that were made in the 1400s when the Earth was the center of the solar system?
the
That's
reason
valid,
Arrow
or do you think
you
it's get
did
updated
not
as
let me
more
finish.
information
You
comes?
literally didn't let me finish. The reason I said that does not matter is
Hmm.
because in the case where it's coming and if it comes like a starter boost on in the tournament, it still would just be saying that Gohan didn't get any weaker from when he was a teen.
Right,
from
but
fighting Cell.
then the one that they produced later says he did get weaker.
Yeah, and I already explained that's just referring to a Super Saiyan 2 form in his anger.
No, it's not, because it also
is.
talks about the fact that he didn't train and he got weaker.
No.
Yes,
no,
it does. It does
no,
say that.
No,
It doesn't
that's
say
just
that.
that's literally just
Doesn't say
referring
that.
to a Super Saiyan 2 form and him not
All right,
getting
prove
angry.
it. Prove it.
Yes, it just
Because it says, because let me ask you this question, Jin.
Mhm.
It says because he couldn't gain power from anger, right? And because he hadn't been training. Why would it say and if they're both referring to anger?
What is it? The training part doesn't matter. So
after and you don't want to read anymore. It doesn't matter.
That's not why I'm saying the training part doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so why do you keep dismissing it?
The reason the training part doesn't matter is I showed you a scan where it
Okay,
said that
so
Gohan
why?
did.
Okay,
I showed you a
I've
scan.
we've already talked about this
no,
in the most recent.
Because look, if it's using like as like using training and the fact that he's not angry to say Super Saiyan 2 form was weaker, that would just be referring to the what is it? The anger boost that I just posted this scan, which clarifies that him not training didn't make him any weaker or
Yes,
stronger.
it did.
He just
Why?
stagnated.
Okay, that's contradicted by the one that got produced
It's
after
not
that.
contradictory. I can just say that the anger boost is what makes him
Yes,
strong.
it is. It's contradicted by
We
it.
see multiple times through the series that Gohan gets stronger through anger. You see
Okay.
it when he's a baby. You see it against
Okay.
Frieza.
Okay.
You see multiple times the anger is what makes him
Okay.
just like not training.
Okay. So you're saying that the only reason Gohan is strong is because of his anger?
And in the context of the Super Saiyan 2 forms back then and now, yes.
That's not true. Gohan had to train to be as strong as he was, and he got an anger amp on top of that. He trained for a year with Goku in the hyperbolic time chamber. Did you forget?
I don't know why that's relevant.
He couldn't because he couldn't even go Super Saiyan without training. How do you think that his anger is just all the power that he has? That's retarded.
That's not what I said.
Yes, it is. You're saying that it doesn't matter that whether he trained or not. You're saying that the only thing he needs is his anger. All right, repeat it again.
I'm saying that anger is a separate amp, right?
Okay. Anger is a separate amp, and he didn't have. So not only had he gotten weaker because he hadn't been training, but he also didn't have anger, and he was still stronger than Dabura. That doesn't help your case. That makes it
also I'm gonna attack the Cell thing. Where it says he's powered up like Son Gohan, what is that referring to?
When he comes back from blowing himself up.
He's just saying he got a Super Saiyan 2 amp, an anger amp, or just all of them.
And then the first, huh?
Which one is he referring to?
It doesn't matter because we see
it does,
right. If you let me finish my sentence, you would know why.
Go ahead.
So when he comes back, the first thing he does is cripple Gohan's arm.
I have like something.
Excuse me.
Okay, go ahead.
There was a scan that didn't work, and Jin had asked for it, and I wanted to see it too.
Oh yeah, my bad. Excuse me.
we can just like
we can
pause it until you
It's
find
416, page 6. Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
We can just pause until
what did I say the scan said?
It was something about Cell being stronger than Gohan at the point in time.
Oh yeah.
Gohan
Let me see.
saying on his best day he couldn't fight Cell.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry about that.
We can just pause until you get.
No. I can get it. I'm pulling it up right now for you, big dog. I got you.
All right.
Yeah, sorry to have to interrupt like that. I just thought.
No, you're good. I completely forgot.
Since that was like on the.
Yeah, that is fine.
And I didn't want us to just get away from it.
Yeah, it's fine. I completely forgot. You're right. Here's the scan where Gohan says, he says, "Do it. I know my best isn't good enough."
Yeah, Gohan was like lying. he wasn't like necessarily lying. He was just depressed at that time.
Because the first thing Cell did when he came back was cripple him. Yeah, I'd be depressed too.
No, he was depressed because.
Yes, he did. Okay, he was depressed.
I'm not saying that's not why he got depressed.
Okay. Why was he depressed?
He for one, he let his dad die. He failed, and then Cell came back, right? So just those chains of reactions is like what made him depressed.
When Cell first came back, Gohan was like, "Good, I wanted to kill you myself." Blah 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 blah. You can let me get those scans as well because what you're saying doesn't make sense. The reason he got so depressed is because Cell crippled him, and there was nothing he could do.
Yeah, go ahead and send me that.
Yeah, I'll get you those.
And I'm gonna get just one thing that's gonna correlate to my argument.
Here's a scan where he says, there we go. "I'm just happy that I'll be able to defeat the person who killed my father. I really wanted to kill you with these hands." And then Cell dropped Gohan on his head, and he beat Gohan so bad with one hit that Gohan got depression. What's your counter for that?
What chapter is this? The X
415.
415. This
Yep.
This is before. Yeah. So my counter would just be that Gohan was still depressed at this time
Why?
because
Okay. Why do you think he's depressed? What makes you think he's depressed?
for starters, he like had no interest in fighting Cell.
Yes, he did. He said I really wanted to kill you with these hands. He definitely had interest.
No,
Why are
yeah,
you
let me
lying?
post this skin.
Okay. Can't wait for you to post the scan. I bet it's gonna be before 415. I bet. Or it's gonna be a lower form of Super Saiyan, and we know that higher forms of Super Saiyan make Saiyans more primal. So Gohan would be more interested in fighting Cell, but he didn't want to fight Cell anymore after Cell crippled him. So I don't know what you want. And then you can't even say he was holding back either, because Gohan's actually bloodlusted and wants to beat Cell to death with his own. So I'm gonna need those scans. I'm gonna need them fast.
Look, give me like a few seconds. The fuck is adding me?
Don't worry about that. Ignore the ads. Find your scan.
I got it. This also have a statement like Gohan being stronger than Cell in Super Saiyan form. And this is supported because even that Gohan at half power beat Cell in the beam stroke.
Yeah, Gohan didn't beat him by himself at half power. Gohan had help from Goku. Goku was sending him ki from the afterlife.
Goku was just like motivated.
No, he
getting out
wasn't.
his depressed state.
He sent him ki. I'll show you that. Because
Mhm.
he even says, let's show him our combined power. Let me get you those scans.
If you argue that, then what's gonna call it? That would just mean that like
Actually,
Wait,
as soon as they clash, I have all these scans pulled up right here. The first thing that happens is it's actually not what happens in the anime. In the manga, Gohan immediately starts folding. He can't even hold back the power, and then with Goku's help holding it back, he can't beat him. And then it's only after he gets distracted, and Gohan catches him off guard. That's when he's able to win. And I'll get you scans of all of that.
yeah.
That-
But look,
That link
He
also
can't
didn't
win.
work.
Here, I'm getting new links.
Yeah,
I'm
Jesus
getting new
getting
links right
illuminated.
now. Hold on.
Damn, what was that? That was fast. Yeah, Arrow. His word per minute is like 800.
So that's it being specifically stated that Gohan's ki is weaker than Cell's. And then this is Gohan amping, or this is Goku amping him from the afterlife as soon as the beams are fired, just to show you that Goku or Gohan had an amp as soon as the beam struggle started. And then as soon as the beams clash, Goku or Cell immediately begins pushing him back, and Gohan is still being overpowered.
If you argue like, what is it? That Cell, that Gohan was like wasn't what's gonna call it? He was like helping Gohan. It wouldn't be like a good argument because for starters, Goku himself is like much weaker than like Super Saiyan Gohan.
It doesn't matter what you were trying
Actually,
to say. Oh,
does
wait,
matter.
because what you're trying to say is that Cell lost to Gohan at half his power. That's what you tried to say.
Look,
So I just proved that he wasn't using half his power.
No, look, the reason why this matters is because
Mhm.
basically making like a highball statement, right? Just
Mhm.
helping you. I'm
Mhm.
quantifying it more.
Trust me, you're not
to put
helping
it
me.
to put it more in
Mhm.
your favor. I'm
Mhm.
basically like adding like random multipliers, not multipliers,
Mhm.
but like vague amps to the blast, right? So
Mhm.
you have Gohan who's stated to be like barely at half power.
Mhm.
So he should just be like relative to his Super Saiyan 1 self. And
Mhm.
then you have Goku who's like completely under the Gohan Super Saiyan 1 self to the
Mhm.
point where like it shouldn't add that much of an amp to the blast. And Cell should
Mhm.
have been easily capable of overpowering it if he can like
And he
one.
did. He
He
did.
didn't. He actually didn't. It's like
He did.
he
Look at.
died to
Are
that.
you not reading my scans?
He died to the blast.
Are you not reading my scans, big dog? Did you just not listen to any of the reasoning I just gave you for the past 5 minutes, or do you just like to talk and hear yourself speak and waste my time? Because you're getting under my
No,
skin now.
I'm
And I
talking about
told you to not be a rat before
arrow.
this thing even stopped.
Arrow.
No,
I'm
stop
talking,
saying arrow because I've already
bro.
addressed this point and you're going back on it. So go ahead, keep speaking. Once you're done, I'm calling you a retard, and then I'm gonna go
Mhm.
back to what I was saying. Go ahead.
Okay. Arrow. When whatchamacallit, what you just when Cell was winning the Beam Struggle
Stop
at first,
stuttering. Keep it. Get it out.
when Cell was winning the Beam Struggle at first, Goku was in his base. He posted that. So you showed me base Goku, and then when Goku went Super Saiyan, like Cell literally died to that blast.
No, he
He
didn't
got
go Super
overpowered.
Saiyan.
He got overpowered by like
He
Super
didn't go
Saiyan 2
Super
Gohan
Saiyan.
and Super.
Go
He
ahead.
didn't. Okay, I'm gonna
Nope.
post it. I'm gonna get the scan of Super Saiyan Goku helping.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hold up.
Actually, the manga is the only form of media where Goku stays in base. He doesn't go Super Saiyan. He only goes Super Saiyan. The other forms of media that deviate away from the manga. Go ahead. I've already looked it up. I read the chapter. I'm making a video on it. Everybody knows I stand Cell. Look for a scan that doesn't exist like you did in the Naruto debate again. I know you're being a rat because I'm looking at the scan right now. Go ahead.
This chapter 4
Hurry up.
15, right?
It's 417 when they beam
417.
struggle. Go ahead. I'm looking at it right now. Go ahead. You're wasting my time. I've already told you it's not here. I'll sit here and wait. I'll sit here and let you waste my time again.
Look, don't be depressed.
I'm depressed because you're just taking too much time and wasting my time. This is the man that y'all stand. Hurry up. Got me literally looking for scans that I'm literally telling you I'm sitting here looking at, and it's not the case. Are you looking for this scan? Is it this one?
What?
I'll put it in Thunderdome. You talking about this one? Is that it? Is that the one you're looking for?
I mean, okay.
Okay, yeah, that's just the recolor of the scan that I posted, but they gave him blonde hair instead of black hair. He actually has black hair. He's in base the whole time. I knew the scan you were looking for. I just knew it was fake. I knew it wasn't real, and it doesn't appear in the manga.
I said,
So,
I
so
guess. I didn't.
So do you? Is that or is that not the scan that you were looking for, retard?
Okay, it is a scan about Super Saiyan Goku.
Stop stuttering. Is it the scan or is it not? Yes or no?
Yeah, I don't know because I don't know if that's actually a page in the manga or not.
It's okay. Yeah, the page in the manga, Goku is in base. And then you're trying to say that Goku, that he wasn't overpowering them. He lived there, literally said, oh my God, Gohan and Goku are being pushed back. It's no good. He's getting pushed back.
That would just be explained for Goku being in base and once Super Saiyan they overpowered him.
Right, and you were trying to say that Cell or are you trying to say that Gohan was able to overpower Cell with half of his ki? That's the first thing you said. So now I'm calling you a liar, right? Because because let me tell you why you're a liar, Jin. Let me tell you why you're a liar and a rat. Because your counter, yeah, because we're doing this again. Because I told you already, if you were gonna be a rat, I was gonna yell at you and call you a retard. Didn't I say that? Retard.
You did, but I don't see where I'm being a rat.
So you said that Gohan overpowered Cell by himself with half of his power. And then as soon as I said, no, that's not the case, you start referencing scans of Goku helping Gohan in his Super Saiyan state, which means that from the get-go, you knew that Gohan was amped. So you're a rat and a liar. Do you understand now? Do you get my reasoning?
You done?
Yes, I'm done. You can speak now, son.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Speak, boy.
Okay, once you're done, okay. Whatchamacallit? I'm arguing that since like Gohan was depressed, I posted a scan.
Okay, show me him being depressed when he got crippled by Cell. Because when he first saw Cell, he was bloodless, and it was like, oh boy, I can't wait to drop Cell on his head. And then he got in the ring with Cell, and Cell snapped his arm, and he was like, whoa.
I would literally just say Gohan's lying based off of actions that happened later on.
Okay.
Because we see beforehand, we see that Gohan didn't want to fight Cell.
Let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that at one point, okay, Gohan wanted to fight Cell when he came back. Then Cell broke his arm and he didn't want to fight anymore.
I'm saying he was lying. We see beforehand that he didn't want to fight, and we see after
Right.
he wanted
Where
to
does
fight.
it say? Where does it say that he doesn't want to? Because you never even gave me that scan.
I
Where's that?
did.
Say?
I
Where?
posted this. I'll repost it again for you.
Yeah, repost it again for me. Oh, this scan. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. I know what you're talking about. Jin, are you listening to me when I speak to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So why did you hear me? Did you hear me? The further along you get in your Super Saiyan states, the more primal you become. Did you remember me making that point?
Not inherently. Not inherently.
Okay, so you didn't. So okay, so let me ask you this question, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Before he transformed, he didn't want to fight Cell. Right?
Mm-hmm.
After he transformed, he did want to fight Cell.
I mean,
which is the more logical conclusion? Which makes more assumptions? Wait, let me finish, Jen. I'm still talking, son.
Yeah, I'm not your son,
I'm
but
still
go ahead.
You are. Anyway, so as I was saying, so which has less assumptions? The fact that the fact that Gohan is just lying for literally no reason, or the fact that he, much like every Saiyan that we've seen, Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, Goten, etc., he got more primal as he went up in his Super Saiyan transformation, and he did want to fight because that's what Saiyans do. Which one do you think it is?
That's not inherent.
Which based on which
I'm not
has
answering
less
that
assumptions?
question. Not answering that
Okay.
question.
I didn't think you would because you're a retard.
No, because I'm going to explain to you why that's not an
Okay,
inherent
why won't you
factor.
just answer the question?
Because I'm explaining to you why that's not an inherent factor. It's
Okay,
not
go
inherently
ahead.
the case.
Go ahead.
We see with Goten, Goten, Kel, not Kel, Caulifla, right? They don't need to get angry. Making this power.
Yeah, that's a Saiyans from a different universe. You're trying to equate
What?
Saiyans from a
Goten
different
and
universe.
Trunks?
You said Caulifla. You said Kefla.
Yeah, I called it Goten and Trunks and Caulifla as an example.
Okay.
They're just the Saiyans, right?
So, like I said, Caulifla's from a different universe.
Why is there evidence? Okay.
Is there evidence that Caulifla's from a different universe? Yeah.
No, that's not what I was gonna ask. But you can go ahead and say that though.
You want evidence that they function differently, or do we have to go over the itch and the lower back thing? You really want to go over that?
They function differently.
Okay, so I'm glad you agree. So you don't know the thing about them having the itch in their lower back. You don't know about that, even though you brought up Caulifla. So you're aware of Caulifla.
Caulifla. I'm talking. I don't know what the itch is. I know she has S cells, right? Is that the itch in the lower back you're referring to, or is it something else?
The thing that makes them transform is that they talk about their lower back and some itch, and it urges them to transform. Why would you bring up a character that you knew nothing about?
I just thought she was being a nice example. I didn't know there was actually an itch in her back. That's fine.
Okay,
but,
so once again, why would you bring up someone that you don't know what you're talking about?
Because I thought it was a good example.
Okay, how about you think more? How about you read before you come to me?
I knew about some of her traits.
Okay, so why would you bring up something and you didn't know what you were talking about?
I thought it would just be a good argument to support my
How would you know it's good if you don't know what you're talking about?
Just based off the knowledge I had so far, I knew it would be good.
Okay. All right, what's next? What else do you have for me, big dog?
Okay, yeah, Kid Trunks and Kid Goten. They don't necessarily have to get angry to transform Super Saiyan. They can just do it.
I never said they have to get angry to get.
Oh, okay. Then you don't. Okay, so if you don't need to get. So if you have the factor where you don't get angry from transforming and get more angry, then that's not an inherent factor.
So when did I say anything about his anger?
Primal. Okay. So
you think being primal and being angry is the same thing?
I think they're synonymous in cases.
You think so? So if someone starts eating food with their hands, like they're primal, are they automatically angry? When you pick up a burger, are you angry?
Depends on the context.
So, but Jin, I'm trying my hardest right now. I'm really trying my best. I'm really trying my best to just not yell at you. Are you trying to say that sometimes when you pick up a burger, you get bloodlusted, you get angry?
Not just tell you, it depends on the context.
Okay, what context would you get angry picking up a burger?
Let's say you hate that your mom made you a veggie burger.
Okay, but you're not mad at the burger.
I think you being mad at the burger will stop.
You're not mad that you have to pick up the burger with your hands.
I don't think
you're not mad that you're being primal.
Yeah, I
Right,
don't think
but
that.
what you're trying to say is Jin, you're not making any sense. You're literally trying to tell me that you can become furious picking up a.
I already gave you a hypothetical where you
Okay,
could.
but that anger isn't at the burger. The anger isn't because you're eating the burger with
I
your
don't think.
hands.
I
The
don't
anger
think.
is at your mom.
I don't think the anger being at the burger matters.
Yes, it does, because you're
It
saying
doesn't.
that being primal means that you're angry.
But the anger being directed at the burger specifically doesn't matter.
Yes, it does, because you're saying that primal behavior automatically means that you're angry. If
But
you
the
pick up something with your hands, like a primate, and eat food with your hands, are you saying, okay, so let me ask you this question. When Goku waves his tail around as a kid, is he angry every time he uses his tail? Because using your tail is primate behavior. It's primal behavior.
which definition of primal? Let's get that out of the way first.
Sure. Once again, you don't know what you're talking about, which you're once again.
What do you mean? Okay, I already clarified my definition. I'm asking for your definition.
What do you think? What is your definition of primal?
I've already told you it can be synonymous with angry.
Okay, what is your? Give me that definition where it says that.
Yeah.
Because primal, the one I use is original, primitive. That's from Merriam-Webster. Primal from dictionary.com. First, original, primeval. Let's look at synonyms. Maybe you are right. Original, initial, early, earliest, first, primitive, primeval, primary, opposite, subsequent, derivative. It doesn't say anything about anger here. Why is that? Why is that, Jen? Why would it not say anything about anger? Hey, son. I'm asking you a question.
I'm just gonna just wait till you calm down.
I am calm. I'm asking you a question, son. Answer the question.
Before I do that, I'm gonna post these 3 scans real quick.
Okay, buddy.
Here's what base form Goku looks.
Mm-hmm.
There's a manga page. See the clear difference.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm pretty sure I didn't post any.
So why is it that his hair is still black? We literally see what Super Saiyan hair looks like right next to him, and you're arguing that he's Super Saiyan but his hair is black? You're a liar. Stop lying to me. Stop being a.
Yeah, I'm arguing
Stop
that
wasting my time.
I'm arguing that Super Saiyan
All right.
by the anime.
Why is his hair not blonde? Why is his hair not blonde? Why is his hair not blonde?
What is it? I think it is blonde. We see.
All right, but we see the coloring is different on blonde hair. His hair literally has ink in it. His hair is black. Why would his hair be black if he's a Super Saiyan, Jin? Unless you're saying that Super Saiyans can be black haired? Maybe he's Super Saiyan 4. Jin, you might have come up with some new scaling. Jin, you might actually be the smartest man I've ever seen. Maybe he's Super Saiyan 4. That's crazy. What if he's Super Saiyan 4, Jin? Jin, we have to make a video on this. Do you want to collab on a video?
Super Saiyan 4 might be canon. That's all I gotta say.
You're right, bro. You're right. It totally could be Super Saiyan 4, right? Do you think it's Super Saiyan 4, Jin? Jin, do you think it's Super Saiyan 4, bro?
I mean, it could be, just not in this universe.
Okay. I thought so. See, I get it. But you think that it's Super Saiyan Goku that's amping him?
I'm switching between screens. My fault. Say it again.
Do you think it's Super Saiyan? You think it's Super Saiyan Goku that's amping him?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Jin, this whole thing I was trying to help you out, but that's fine. So Goku is in Super Saiyan, amping Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, and they both get pushed back immediately. So what?
I think that's not even full power percent. Full power Super Saiyan 2. That's half power below. So that's basically Super Saiyan 1 Gohan at that point. Then they're still strong enough to continue go on powered cell. This amp cell. And then the Boran is a weakened form, not weakened form, suppressed form. Just be on par with a Gohan. That's a Gohan cell just scaled at the Boran. Then a stronger version of the Boran would just scale above that Gohan. And that Gohan would just be directly above Cell for being above a weaker Deborah.
Okay, you done? Do you have any other points that you want to have any other points?
Yeah. Here's another argument real quick.
Go ahead.
that also that Gohan should be like less was it another like decrease in power since he was depressed. I'm gonna post this. I'll probably post it, but if you want to post it again, I will. This is like a scan that basically says like the main components of your is like your height, size, your courage, your what is it? Like your courage, emotions. And if Gohan was depressed at the time, his key would just be like diminished just based upon like how it functions and we'll be able to use it properly.
All right.
So he should be like negative 0.5% power, and also be like weaker than that since based off his depression. Then and then Goku is like weaker than Super Saiyan 1 Gohan. Then there's
Okay.
still like continuous cell.
So you think he became depressed over the course of this fight?
I think he was depressed from the time he like had to fight, and so on, and then
Okay,
he
but
became
we know that that's not true, Jin.
Oh, I don't think we do.
Yeah, I've given you the scans.
The scan. I'll explain like why it's being prime.
Why? Okay, why is it every time you speak and you think that you're going over your points, that you have no problem speaking, but every time I bring up the fact that you don't make any sense, you start stuttering and mumbling all over yourself. Why is that?
I'm pretty sure I stutter all the time, Arrow.
Oh yeah,
Not all the time.
It
I'm
must be
not trying to
off.
exaggerate. But most
That
of the
must be
time.
off. Okay.
Yeah, that it is like shit. I was in Latin one day.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care.
I'm just trying to make small talk.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's fine.
Do you have any other points?
No, I think we can conclude AP if you want to.
All right, go ahead. AP is done.
Yeah. So for AP, I believe I on like the lowest end scale, I have basically being around the same power, but like a little bit stronger. And on the highest end scale, I just haven't been able to like body him, just easily overpower him. Basically doing what like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan did to the Cell Juniors.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, Super Deborah is stated to be inferior to Gohan. Gohan is inferior to his Super Saiyan 2 teen self. And then Cell scales above that because he hit him one time, snapped his arm, and literally gave Gohan depression. What's the next point?
Okay, want to go on the speed?
Sure.
Okay, how fast do you have Cell?
I have him on par with Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan.
How fast does that Gohan?
He's faster than his adult form.
Why is that?
Because it stated that he got weaker overall.
Overall, I see that scan. Pretty sure it's
Yep, we've already posted it. I've already posted it.
I don't think that's from the speed.
Yes, it is.
Where does it say he got like slower?
Where does it say he got slower? I said overall, i.e., his battle power. Your battle power is your battle power. Like things like your battle power raising would increase your speed and things like that.
I mean, it can, but your battle power being so high doesn't have to be an inherent factor for your speed.
All right, so prove that. Give me supplementation for that. Give me someone increasing their power and not getting faster, other than the power weighted forms.
Other than the power weighted forms like Super Saiyan Kaioken?
That's not power weighted. Power weighted is such as the Super Saiyan Grade 3, I think it is.
Oh, power weighted. I thought you were referring to this. When you said power weighted, it's like all Super Saiyan.
When I said power weighted, I meant power weighted.
Okay, I just got the word interpretation. Then it's fine.
Okay.
Power weighted. Let's see. I'll just like show something. Dispo. You know what Dispo is?
Yep.
Yeah, like Dispo's like basically was like faster than Hit at first, and Hit like literally scales to Super Saiyan Blue and AP. Super Saiyan God's like able to like contend with Dispo.
Right. The reason that Dispo was doing so well against Hit is because he was using his ears to hear the vibration of Hit being about to time skip. That it wasn't just sheer speed.
It definitely was because he increased.
No, it wasn't. So you're saying that him using his ears to sense the vibrations of Hit's attack was not relevant at all. So when Hit used the fact that he was using the vibrations to sense when he was going to time skip, figured that out and used that to bait him and hit Dispo again and again, that was because Dispo got slower?
No.
Okay, so how is Dispo?
I'm gonna explain it.
How is Dispo? All right, let me ask the question before you explain it. How do you know how you're gonna answer the question that I haven't even asked it?
I'm pretty sure you're gonna You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you're going to say how you know Dispo was the same speed, but when he went from like basically tagging hit to like hit fuck him up.
No, I'm asking you, what is the relevance of the vibrations then? Why did Dispo bring that up as the key to him beating Hit? Why didn't he just say I'm faster than you?
I don't think that matters because it's going to
It
go
does.
into the
It did matter.
context.
Dispo even said it matters. Dispo said, Hit was like, the only reason you're beating me is because you hear the vibrations and then you are able to attack before I can time skip. And then when he figures that out and is able to bait him, he's able to start tagging Dispo. So if Dispo is able to blitz Hit, why would Hit just being able to bait him into coming at him do anything? He should still just blitz him.
Era, like let me continue, right? The reason I'm like saying it doesn't matter, right?
Mhm.
Is because Hit, the way Hit works, Hit like literally scales like his time skip speed is based off of, like the fight with Goku.
Mhm.
Ooh, I'm beating myself on mistake. Goku in like the Universe 6 tournament, he's basically able to like react to Hit's activation, stop Hit's time skip like coming out, and then Hit can still tag that same Goku and then
Mhm.
improve on further to get faster and then
Mhm.
scale that same time skip. It basically
Mhm.
scales to his time skip and speed.
Mhm.
Whatever.
And then Dispo, he can hear him, right? And then increase his speed 1,000 times over to blitz him. So Dispo would have to hear him, act like basically go on to activate, run across the map, and blitz him before Hit can dodge. My argument would just be that Hit improved later on in the fight, got faster, and that's how he managed to like bait him.
Okay, why should I care about your reasoning if they state in the show how Hit is doing this? Why should I care? Why should I care what you have to say?
Because that explains why Hit went from
No,
being.
it doesn't, because you're adding
It
headcanon.
does.
You're literally just
It's
adding
actually, it
headcanon.
actually isn't. It's shown in the
Yes, it
series
is.
that
You're saying
it's
that
shown in the
Dispo.
series that he
Okay,
improves as he
okay.
fights.
Listen, Jin. Listen to me, because you sound like a retard and you're wasting my time.
What? Just supposed to scan. You can go ahead.
Prove to me that Hit in this moment is getting more powerful through his improvement, because it's stated on the screen that the reason that he's now able to counter Dispo is because he knows that Dispo is listening for the vibrations of.
Oh, was it just me or did Arrow cut out?
Yeah, arrows cut out. Arrow, you
Stop.
there? Arrow.
Punching Dispo in his face
Arrow.
again
Stop.
and again.
Arrow,
You cut out.
out.
You cut
Arrow.
out.
You cut
We
out.
make that entire point. We make that entire point. You cut out.
I don't even understand why I have to make this point again when I've said it 4 times and Jen is just using
Well,
it.
no, you
You cut
like
out.
the
You
moment you
cut out.
started with this point, you
It's the
started
same point. It's the same point about Dispo listening to the vibrations. He hasn't countered it. He's just giving headcanon. So you've heard the point already. Why
Clearly
is
shown that
why?
he
All right,
gets faster.
okay. So why is what? No, it's not shown. It's shown that he knows that.
I'm talking
I'm getting
about
frustrated.
when he
I'm
gets
getting
faster. I was
Okay, he's
referring
not
to
getting
Universe 6.
faster in this
I
moment.
was referring to Universe 6 arc about him getting
So
faster.
why are you referring to a different instance when I'm referring to something else?
Because it explains why Dispo was able to blitz Hit beforehand when he's activating his time skip, but not later on. It literally explains it. It just say Hit got faster. Because it's improvement, his overall skill. He's just that good. Can improve like mid battle like a Saiyan and improve his speed, power, just everything right at that point in that time.
Okay. So you think, based on the evidence presented and based on things that you know before, you're assuming that he got faster, and you're saying that that's the correct option because we've seen him do it in the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why does Hit say the reason I'm now able to hit you is because I know that you're listening to the vibrations, and now I know to bait you and just punch you instead?
That
Why
doesn't
does he say
debunk.
that?
That doesn't debunk that he got
Yes, it
faster.
does. He literally
doesn't.
explained.
It
Okay.
means that what that entails is that he now knows what Dispo is doing, so he
Mhm.
can now bait him more easily while also getting faster.
All right. So
Let's
what
say like
evidence,
he knew.
what evidence is there that he got faster?
Let's say like he knew that beforehand, right?
Mhm.
Like I would argue like the speed of him activating time stop and then turn it off would literally just be the same speed of him. Just
All
like
right.
it'll be slower actually than
Prove
him
it.
just turning it on.
Prove it.
Because it's going to take more time for you to turn something on than turn it off.
All right, prove it, because the time skip literally just skips time. So how do you know how much time it would take if it's just skipping it? The
Okay.
time skip is not bound to normal time.
The,
you think
Arrow,
time
the
skip is bound to time?
the time it'd be like me turning on a Hack's ability, right? I have
Mhm.
to turn on a light switch, right? And now
Mhm.
if the light switch is already on, right?
Mhm.
That wouldn't take no much time, right? For me to turn off the light switch also
Okay,
be
you
additional
turning
time.
you turning the light switch on and off is not manipulating time.
Okay, what the time skip does just like speeds up time.
No, it
Just
doesn't.
I'm pretty sure it's like
No,
stored
it's
up
not.
pocket time that has.
If it's time skip, why is he just? You think that he's what? Wait, you think he's slowing down time?
That's not what I said. I said he's skipping through time.
Okay, that's not what you said.
I did. If I
Okay,
didn't, I'm clarifying now.
okay. Are you done?
Just
Do you have any? Do you want to go over the speed point more or no?
um no, I'm just gonna post the scan. Unless you're
What
cool
exactly
with
you
me
doing?
not posting it, and we just like say I already produced the evidence. I need to post it.
Yeah, you haven't given me any evidence. You just been giving me a headcanon.
So you want me to, okay, I'm just gonna go and get the scans then.
The scans of him growing faster in the Universe 6 arc, we're not talking about that. We're talking about his fight with Dispo.
That's
So
supporting
if
evidence.
it's not right, but you're trying to use him going faster is just headcanon. I don't care if you have evidence for your headcanon.
Actually
It's
isn't.
explained on screen why he's able to attack Dispo now. So can we move on?
I think he still would have got blitzed at that point in time.
All right, it
Before
doesn't
like
matter what you think. It's
Max
about what's stated on
Maxi
the screen. It's
because
about
it
what's stated
was
on the screen, retard. Keep going. Let's move on.
all right. The reason not get
All right, we
we'll just
already
hit.
know that's not the case,
All right,
retard. Just hit tell us
I'm just gonna post
what's
the
the
scans.
point.
Then we can
Okay,
just
retard. Okay. You're just wasting my time.
mind you, Goku also used Kaioken times 20, or was it 10? Yeah, it was 10 in the tournament. We know Kaioken increases power speed, power. So he just like Goku got 10 times faster.
Stop
Didn't hit
stuttering over yourself. Just get your scans, bro. You're so annoying, bro. I don't like you.
and then hit still manages to scale that Goku later on.
Okay.
That's like a instance to where a multiplier is given for the his improvement in terms of speed.
Okay. Are you done? Hello, are you done?
Almost. I'm just gonna post. No, I'm not gonna post the dispo thing. We already know about what happens in the dispo. We just like disagree with the argument. So we can just
No,
leave
why
this
don't you
argument.
post it? I want you to post it so people can see that he literally says the different thing on screen. So post the scan that you're gonna post. Go ahead.
Okay. Dispo blitzing hit.
Why don't you post part 2 where he figures out how to beat him?
Post that as well.
I'll post part 2 for you, King. I got you.
I'm getting it. All right.
You got it? Mm-hmm. And then you hear the part where he explains about the vibrations, and that's how he's tracking him.
I think the vibrations matter because the argument is that.
Somebody moves, their muscles make a sound I can hear. It's completely unavoidable. And it's even more pronounced when using a special technique. Alrighty then. You just need to create a loud ruckus to drown out the sound. Even any time skip. You'll see.
Okay.
This may even be part of the trap.
Here is Super Saiyan God mode to get Super Saiyan. And they'll hit
No
skills
matter
to
how
Super
many
Saiyan Blue
times
and
you
HP.
try, the outcome will be the same. Like you're the one with nowhere to run. Are you? I'm not about. He shifted his body to another dimension to avoid Dispo's attack. His hit really is a. Oh, hey, it's for the lifeline. No problem.
All right, do we have any other points that we need to go over?
Do you agree that this is a clarifying question? Do you agree to like the Super Saiyan forms
No.
speed
He
and power?
literally, I'll literally just get this thing that says you pretend to use time skip to attack
That's
and
not
counter.
what I was. That's not.
I just want to get.
I
I
was
don't
asking.
care. I'm just posting my scan to prove that
Okay.
you're a retard. I just want to show
Okay.
that so everyone would know that you can't read and you just don't know how to comprehend things. I wanted to post that out.
Oh my god, but that doesn't debunk it at all.
All right, what was your question, son? I
Okay.
didn't
Do
hear
you? Okay, I'm not your son, but anyway, do you think the Super Saiyan multipliers imp speed and power?
Hello?
Yeah. Hello.
What'd you say,
Yeah, he's
son?
asking you if you think the multipliers from Super Saiyan amp speed and
Yes.
Okay. Then whatchamacallit? Hit scales to Super Saiyan Blue.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but God here is able to like catch Dispo.
I don't think that the God forms function the same way as a regular key.
Okay.
I don't think God key and regular key function the same.
Super Saiyan Blue is just like Super Saiyan mixed with God key.
Yeah, so it's mixed with something else. So I don't. I
Yeah, so
can't make a statement. on how it
basically the
functions.
super, so it should be faster than Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue.
I don't know about that. Who knows?
It should be like literally showing Kefla. Kefla
Mhm.
like blitz Super Saiyan God,
Mhm.
but then Super Saiyan Blue is able to fight on par with Super Saiyan Blue. So we did.
Alright.
There's a clear a clear speed difference.
So can you prove to me that Kefla is 50 times faster than Super Saiyan God?
I think it's just be 50 times faster exactly. Just at least like faster than it to blitz Super Saiyan
Can you prove that?
Well, I can get Kefla blitzing Super Saiyan God for you. That's fine.
All right, now and then I need you to prove that she is now 50 times faster than him. I can't wait to see your calc for this. I bet it's gonna be next level. I bet it's gonna be otherworldly.
Bro, y'all got a nigga about to pee in a cup. Can you like?
after this, are
Okay.
you guys going to Hex?
Y'all listen. I've been trying to move on for you. I'm not trying to keep y'all here. Y'all gotta ask Jen. He's the one who's trying to drag out every point.
Y'all mind voting on a winner? Y'all mind voting
Let's
on
go
a
to
winner?
the bathroom, guys.
Wait,
Sheesh.
we already have assigned judges. Why would we vote on a winner? There
Oh,
already-
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Vote on these nuts, nigga.
So when Jen decides to stop wasting everybody's time, then we can start moving faster. I really am sorry. This is how our last debate went. He just
No, I'm not trying to rush. I was just curious
No.
if it was like.
No, you're good. No, I feel awful for making you guys sit here for this long when you really don't have to.
The judges are myself, Cyber, and some other nigga.
Like 210. Like
Godspeed.
He's like he's blitzing him. I was speaking him. Easily tagging.
Mhm.
Then
All right, now prove that Blitz makes her 50 times faster than him.
she doesn't need to
Yes, you do, because you're saying that they function the same. So you would need to prove that God Goku got 50 times faster and then matched Kefla. So in order for you to prove that, you would need to prove that Kefla is 50 times faster than Super Saiyan God Goku, or it's unquantifiable.
It would just be via the Super Saiyan multipliers.
How would it be above the Super Saiyan multipliers?
Super
Can you
Saiyan
prove that?
Blue. Super Saiyan Blue is
Right, and
legit.
I've told you that I don't think that God Ki, and it's shown that God Ki does not function the same as normal Ki. So I need you to prove that. I need you to prove that it's 50 times fast. Can you do it or can you not?
It's enough to blitz to the point where he's getting outspeed and he could barely react to it.
So you
even if I
don't.
don't,
So you
even
don't
if I
know.
don't, if I
Unquantifiable.
don't multiply, we see a clear, blatant difference in
Mhm.
speed.
But so you have an unquantifiable difference in speed, is what you're telling me.
This unquantifiable difference would be enough to
Okay, cool.
blitz, which is
Okay,
fine.
cool. That's fine. That's fine.
Mhm.
Whatever. So you can't
We-
quantify it. That's great. So what point do you have next?
We can move on to. I'm just gonna post a count that the board scales
Okay.
and explain why he does. It's like an MFTL plus calc for that the
Yeah,
Bora scales too.
I don't care.
You don't care? Okay,
No.
then MFTL plus the Bora.
Okay, that's fine. So Goku Cell still scales above both Deborah and Super Saiyan 2, who was able to match Deborah and react to his attacks without training. So it doesn't matter. All of this doesn't matter. Like you're trying, like I don't understand why you think that scaling. This isn't a versus debate. Scaling Deborah to massively faster than light plus doesn't do anything. You know what? Cell's whole thing was he wanted to destroy the universe. Cell has infinite speed. Do you want to do that?
Does he have infinite
Fucking
speed?
retard. I don't like you, Jin. Hurry up. You're wasting fine time, and you're wasting
What?
Cyber's time. You're wasting
Oh.
Spencer's time, and you're wasting is what time.
Okay, I don't think he has infinite speed. Can you explain why he has infinite speed?
I don't care that he has infinite speed. I can just scale Cell and Deborah to each other. I don't really care.
All they scale each other in speed.
Yep, that's fine. In fact, Cell would scale above because he's stronger than both. He's stronger than both Deborah and Gohan, and Gohan's stronger than Deborah.
I don't think strength and power are scaled each other. I think they can vary just between the character.
Next point.
Okay. We can go into hacks and we can finish the debate.
What'd you say?
So we can go into hacks and then we can finish off the debate after that.
All right, go ahead and tell me. Go ahead and tell me about the stone spit. I'm ready. I'm excited.
Yeah. So the stone spit me be able to blitz Deborah.
Wouldn't be able to tag him.
I think it would.
It was reacted to by Gohan, who was weaker than Cell.
Whatchamacallit? Reaction speed. There's nothing to say. Cell has the same react speed as that Gohan. Also, what is it? The further on support that this be able to blitz Deborah. It's the fact that he blitz Piccolo with this, and Piccolo is capable of reacting and feasibly doing moves.
None of this doesn't matter. All I have to do is say that Gohan dodged it and Cell's even stronger than him.
Gohan at distance, so I'm prepped for it. I don't think strength matters.
Alright, do you think that Cell and Deborah are gonna start it right up on each other? Cell also has multiple options that can keep him from being stopped by the stone spit. All he has to do is make sure that his nucleus doesn't get destroyed. If it hits his head, he can cut his head off. If it hits his torso, he can punch through his own chest. If it hits his arm, he can rip the arm off. This stuff isn't gonna work against Cell, who has way more power. And actually, if we're going over hacks, how does Deborah deal with the Cell Juniors who are just as strong as Cell?
They're weak as shit. They got one shot about Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Like Vegeta and Trunks. My fault, I got disconnected.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's my fault. I got disconnected. So the Cell Juniors, they were just weak. They're weak.
Hello?
Hello? You there? Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Arrow left Cole.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Oh shit! Does anyone?
Arrow left Cole. Damn. Arrow
He
conceded. GG.
Wait, at least it gets 5.
Hello?
He's back.
Yeah,
Shut
hello?
up.
Hello, Arrow. You can hear me?
Yeah, how does he deal with Cell Juniors that are just as strong as Cell?
Yeah, they're getting one shot at Super Saiyan Trunks and Super Saiyan Vegeta could easily containing them, and they
No, they didn't. Gohan Cell said the only one who's holding their own is Vegeta and Trunks. Holding
Yeah,
their own does not mean winning.
I
Where'd you
didn't say
get that?
winning. I said contending.
They're not contending. They're holding their own.
That's okay. This is like vague definitions again.
It's
Like,
not vague definitions again. They're literally.
the
You may get you a zoom up of their fight of Cell and Cell and
the
Trunks
reason I said
getting
vague definitions
bullied.
because I think those two definitions are synonymous in cases.
Okay, but I can show you supporting evidence that shows that they're not contending with them. They were actually getting bullied by them.
Like,
You want the scans or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, bet that. God, look at this. The Cell Jr. hits him one time. And then Vegeta's like, Nani, are these strips so strong? Yeah, but they're contending with them. Oh my god. And then here's a zoom in of the Cell Jr. being completely unfazed and Vegeta having scratches on him.
That obviously wasn't like the first time they got hit. You see, like in the previous game you played, they are like swapping hands again. I mean, Vegeta's like, we can like
no, the scans I posted are going in order. That reaction they're doing is to Gohan going Super Saiyan 2. So it's actually shown that after all this time they've been fighting, Vegeta's the only one who's hurt. So what's your response, King?
Cell and demand regeneration. Cell and Cell Juniors have regeneration.
Right, but Cell retains his battle wounds on his body when he fights against Goku, and the only reason he loses his battle wounds is because Goku gives him a sensu bean.
Does he actually?
Yep. So you don't know that Goku gave Cell a sensu bean?
I know Goku gave Cell a sensu. I just don't remember him keeping his battle injuries.
Okay, sure. I don't understand how you just never remembered any arc of anything you have ever read, but it's fine. This dude, Jin, has retrograde amnesia. Look at Cell. He has multiple scratches all over him. Dude's a rat.
Definitely, bro.
You've never remembered anything in your life. This is insane.
That sound like cat. I can walk. But I'm just gonna argue that like, what side is that? Let me make sure I can start a side. Right.
All right. So how does Dabura deal with these Cell Juniors who are just as strong as Cell? Answer the question.
Just gonna one-shot him.
How?
Well, just do the fact.
Just do the fact that
Vegeta kind of scales Perfect Cell already.
They don't kind of scale to them.
I think Vegeta does scale Perfect Cell somewhat.
He does not.
Oh, here's like a weaker form of hurting Cell with the Final Flash.
Perfect Cell and Super Perfect Cell are not the same character.
Well, we're talking about the Cell Juniors.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so basically, Vegeta scales to him. Then Vegeta did like another round of time chamber, so it's like he's basically training even more, so like stronger, a little bit stronger. And then we can see like he's like still basically able to like contend with the Cell Juniors, not get one shot, able to like hit some bruises on them and push them around a bit. So the Cell Juniors literally would just like scale Vegeta and Trunks, and their father compared to like the Super Saiyan 2, so they get like one shot it.
Okay, so what? Why would them getting one shotted by Super Saiyan 2s indicate that what is that? What is your point?
Our point is that they would be father to the Bora.
So if Super Perfect Cell creates Cell Juniors that scale to him, why do you think that these Cell Juniors would just be the same strength? Do you think that imperfect Cell, first form Cell, had the option to create Cell Juniors that were as strong as his perfect form? Is that what you're saying? That they were always going to be as strong as his Cell, that they're always going to be as strong as his perfect form? Is that what you're implying to me?
Not the same, but like just around in his tier.
So you think that first form Cell can make Cell Juniors that are relative?
My fault. Perfect. I'm agree. Okay. Perfect can do it. I don't even think First form is never shown the like the ability. I'm not gonna argue he has that.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So why would they not scale to super perfect cell?
So any evidence to say they scaled super perfect cell?
This is a technique where a cell uses his own abilities to create children from this tail, which he had earlier used to absorb life
Yeah.
energy. Cell can freely control the number of children created. Each of these children then has roughly the same amount of power and speed as cell.
Yeah, I'm pretty
So if
sure.
it's super perfect cell did it, why would they not then have the same amount in power and speed as cell?
Because there's like nothing to indicate he can do that. Right?
Each of the
When-
children then
when-
has roughly the same amount of power and speed as cell.
Yeah, that's referring to perfect cell, not super perfect.
Okay, so super perfect made the Cell Juniors. Why would they not also scale to him?
Because let's say I show Hack's ability like a existence ratio, like a 3D level, and just because like
All right, it's not a Hax erasure on the 3D level.
this technically is a Hack.
It's a more developed version of the Namekian Piccolo's ability to create offspring. He's literally just creating offspring.
That is a Hex. Technically is a Hex.
So your mom giving birth to you.
Not in the context of my
Okay,
birth
so
to me.
why is giving birth a Hax?
This would I'm pretty sure virtuality something for this will be something like what is it? I
I'm
don't
not
know
asking
exactly.
versus Battle Wiki. I'm asking you. Is giving birth a
trying
Hax?
to reference the name of
Is
the Hex.
is giving birth a Hax?
Life manip, I guess. Like shit, you can make life out of nowhere. The reason like I don't think he can make it on Super Excel level because he's like never demonstrated that ability. You
Because
can't
he had no interest in doing it.
then you can't ever claim that he can do it.
Why would I not be able to claim that he could ever do it? He wasn't
Okay,
pushed. He wasn't pushed by Gohan until he had to deal with the his until he had to deal with until the very end. So he didn't feel the need. So let's say Deborah is able to push Cell, and they are relative, and Cell is pushed by Deborah. Even if they are, which I don't think they are, and let me say this clearly because I know you're a rat and you're probably going to say, well, he conceded to them possibly. No. Okay? What I'm saying is, should Deborah be able to push Cell, Cell has the option to create multiple Cell Juniors that will be just as strong as him, and they can then jump Deborah. How would Deborah be able to deal with this?
Okay, ability can have a limit, right? And you haven't proved
It says he can freely control the amount of Cell Juniors that he can create, actually.
by limit, talking about power it can output, not the amount of offspring it can make.
Where does it say that the offspring would then not scale to him? The only time we've seen this happen, the cells came out and they scaled to the person that created them.
You wanna know how we know this? You wanna know how we know like Cell Juniors actually don't scale the cell that much?
Tell me how, big dog.
When Super Saiyan 2 Gohan first they were getting one shot, right? When Cell got hit, he didn't get one shot. He actually took.
Yeah, he was holding back against Cell.
And
it's specifically stated, yes.
Oh, I actually didn't. Yeah, I don't really. That doesn't matter. Well, that's fine.
Okay, doesn't matter.
That's fine. We can just say it was holding back. I'm still go back to my main argument that Cell has never demonstrated that ability, and in order for you to claim it,
he has demonstrated.
You have to. I'm talking
body.
about to make the clone, to make the Cell Juniors that
body,
strong.
The body.
It's like if I have a hat, right? And I try
to
I say it worked on this 3D level before. I can't just claim it works on a 4D level because my AP is on that high.
That's a false equivalency.
It actually isn't the same equivalent.
Yes, it is.
It's me like making like life manip people, and then making offspring. These offsprings, I can only make them this strong, and I never shown the ability to make them stronger than that.
True came up with a great idea. Why don't you leave this sub point to the judges?
All right, bet that. Also, there's him holding back just to supplement the point, and I just don't understand why you just don't read.
I literally said I have to post that.
Yeah, I just wanted to post it just to make sure. Calm yourself. Don't yell at me, son. Use your inside voice.
Oh my god.
All right, are we done? Do you have any other hacks to bring up other than Stone Spit?
I mean, I guess like the sword, since it's like the way swords work, is like apply the pressure in like one area, so it's easy to cut.
Yeah, I know how a sword works. He would just not tag Cell with the sword.
Okay, if you say so. I think he would.
All right, why do you think that he would?
Just based on the fact that he's faster right now.
He's not faster than him. He haven't proved that at all, but it's fine. If you think you proved it already, that's fine. The judges will say so, and they'll say, "Yeah, Arrow, you're a retard." Deborah cuts Cell up to bits, and he finds his nucleus and kills him. That's fine. So, do you have any other
Yeah.
points you want to bring up?
We can go to conclusions.
All right, you can go to conclusions first. Go ahead, son.
Okay. I believe that
Taylor.
I won just based on the fact that I got Cell just stuck in a line of scaling to where he's either like on like weaker than like Super Saiyan Gohan, just based off the fact that like Gohan's like half power. He's depressed, which is like lowers power even more. And what is it? And also that like Goku is like barely like he's not even scaled like Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Gohan that much. So it shouldn't even be an amp to that level. And then Cell's skill died to them, so he should just be like much weaker than that. And what is it? The argument would just be that the only reason that Gohan got hurt was due to his like depression, just constantly getting weaker. I believe I proved Deborah was strong. This effect like a suppressed version of him. It's like on powered Cell, and he was like losing to Gohan while suppressed. It's like said to be a clear inferior. And then when he like powers up with magic and gets even stronger, he would literally just like be able to easily overpower Gohan to where he's like losing. I think I was faster, like substantiated the point where speed and power doesn't necessarily scale to each other. I think I got Gohan not Deborah faster, Arrow than going to speed. And that the stone spit with his blitz, the Cell in his turn stone, never in resistance. That's it.
Okay. I proved that Cell scales to, if not above, Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, who scales above Super Saiyan 2 Adult Gohan, who scales above Deborah. He was never able to debunk this. He said I never brought up speed scaling. I can't respond to his conclusion, excuse me. I brought up the fact that Cell should be faster than him based on the fact that he's 3 degrees more powerful than him. He tried to bring up Dispo and hit and tried to say that he was getting faster, ignoring the fact that it's actually explained on screen why Hit's now able to hit him. I brought up the Cell Juniors. He had no counter. I brought up a counter to Stone Spit that he could just remove the part of his body and regenerate it, and he didn't really have any counter to that either. He actually didn't even address it. The speed point, I just said that they were relative to it, or I've already gone over the speed point. I said that Cell is faster. Yeah, I think Jin didn't win a single point after this. So I think that I won because I won every single point that was brought up.
Okay, Godspeed, Judge Fred.
You mind if I go first? I'll make this quick, or I can make
Yeah,
it.
go ahead,
Wait,
Cyber. Go ahead,
I
Cyber.
need to take a piss. What? Fine. You go first, Cyber. I'll go second.
All right, I think Arrow stomped this in its totality, and I'll explain why. So, speed, I don't even think it really matters. Both of you kind of agreed offhandedly at the end that it was fine if they were relative. You both did mention that, so I'm not even going to bother with speed. I also don't think like the Dispo thing really works as an example to completely counter the notion that higher power for like the Saiyans can equal speed, but that doesn't matter. We'll go to AP. So I don't think Jin proved at all that depression correlated to like a drop in power in that moment, or even that Gohan was depressed, or even lying about his statement about Cell. And he tried to bring up like a synonym with anger that was noted to not even be a synonym, that he didn't show to be synonymous with it. As for like the point regarding Goku, like establishing that, trying to argue that Goku was in Super Saiyan was just better helping Arrow's point, because that would mean it's a stronger Goku helping Gohan in the Kamehameha struggle. I remember it being mentioned, but it was never extrapolated on like who distracted Cell, but it was mentioned at one point that Cell was distracted, so I'm keeping that in mind for yeah, I'm finishing this up. So basically that would mean that like Cell was distracted in that clash too, which would further hurt the argument that like he doesn't even like scale relative, right? So like I think more than enough evidence was provided that at least that Cell would be equal to that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan to a degree. And then like Jin has only like one statement that like Gohan is still comparable to that Gohan, whereas like Arrow has 3 statements, including his last scan he provided for AP, which Jin never contested, which clearly states that his fighting skill is nowhere near what it used to be, and it also states that Deborah is weaker than that Gohan. As for like Deborah stomping Gohan after like amping with magic, I didn't see anything in regarding the scans. Arrow contested that too, and in the video he showed the 2 of them were like relative after powering up at best. So there's nothing to further indicate Jin's point, and it was contested by Arrow that like Deborah got significantly stronger. So, and as for the hacks, Arrow never contested Cell being able to remove his body parts that are petrified, and he never quantified the speed of the petrification, if it was instantaneous or piece by piece. So it would have to go with Arrow's argument against it. The Cell Juniors is kind of irrelevant, but like even if they were weaker, it still would be a distraction, giving Cell like a bit more time to just win an overall AP. And I do think that Arrow substantiated well enough that like since it's from his super state, that it would be equivalent to his super state, and like the fact that he still did it in his perfect form, like there is not any like concrete evidence that he wouldn't be able to do it again. In fact, your best bet would have been argued that it wasn't in character for him to do it in the super state, which Arrow kind of already contested that too. So overall, like Arrow dominated the entire thing, and since you both agreed on like equalized speed or like relative speed, like the speed point of anyone being faster is irrelevant. That's my job.
Okay. I'm gonna get this shit done so that I can take a piss. I think that Arrow... Okay, somebody posted, like, fucking Broly from the Broly movie stomping on GT Goku, and that's how I felt every point went, except for the point of the Cell Juniors. I think that the speed point went on a long tangent that was irrelevant, but, like, it came back and it wouldn't matter anyway, like Cyber said. So, like, even if I were to say that, like, speed was nearly equal, which I do believe that Arrow was able to correlate speed and, power. True said, Jesus, the judges, no chill. I do believe that, even under that context, so we, like, cripple Arrow's Cell, that you then have a Cell that's, like, extremely, or very much so stronger, than Jin's Deborah. And then there's just, like, Deborah has no real, like win conditions, right? Yeah, I do think Arrow did still win the Cell Junior point. I think it was just up in the air, but yeah. I'm gonna take a fucking piss. God damn.
All right, excellent. Godspeed, do you want to give your judgment?
Well, I'm pretty sure they both said that won, but I also think you won. Basically, just on the AP point, you had more statement, and on speed. Jin, I agree with Spencer that like Jin was like weird tangent about like dispo and hit and which one's faster. Grr. It was, but it didn't really matter as Arrow already scaled his speed to or above Deborah, so he would just like kind of beat the brakes off.
All right, excellent. Thank you, Jin. Don't ever try and compare yourself to me ever again, okay?
Jesus.